Yes, folks, we're back, as is the majestic lifeguard. Real pleasure watching this fellow at work, actually. He's very respectful to tourists that don't actually even deserve the respect, and that, to me, is the true sign of a gent. He's a gent, simple as that. We're in the yard. It's a very warm morning, folks. It's about 18 degrees, would you believe, at 11 a.m. That's right, it's going to be a stonker today. Kind of ending the Easter holidays for most people that are still here from Europe. There are lots of tour groups about. Walking in, there were so many. I kind of considered doing my little, phone box thing, but it was rammed. There was not really much of an option to see what was going on at the phone boxes because people were not queuing all day, they were just jostling. Bit of a mess. So, strolled along here, had a chat with a few people to see what I'd missed yesterday. And now we're back in the hood. Now, the good news, people, is that today is the start of what is going to be a Blues and Royals weekend. Why is that good news? Well, it's rather going to depend on which troopers and horses come over. They just arrived at the back, so let's enjoy them riding in, or the first half of the troop riding in. They're just coming through the tunnel now. Hopefully, this office will be out of the way beforehand. Okay, so Blues and Royals, guys, coming through the tunnel. I think we'll capture the full troop. Tiny weeny bit further back than usual. Oh, some familiar faces. Some very, very familiar faces. Oh, Karen Slayer. Oh ho ho. This is looking like almost a dream lineup, and this is only 5. Got another 6 out the back. I was hoping for some familiar faces because that way, when we recognise the troopers that come in, we can kind of predict what might happen in terms of interaction with tourists and how strict people are. Okay, so the gatesman is heading into the tunnel. Now, they might well change over the gatesman shipsman first, but typically they do the horses first. And bang on time, here comes our lifeguard trooper to open up the boxes. Now, in terms of the horse at the front, I'll show you quickly. I'm not even going to bother looking on the list because they'll be leaving short anyway. So, any of you that can spot these 2 lifeguard beauties, lucky for you. Here we are. Like I said, I'm not even going to look, folks, not because I don't care, I do, but because they're about to leave. So any of you that know which 2 beauties we've got in front of us, drop it in the comments. I know some of you will know immediately without even needing to refer to lists. At least 3 of you know pretty much all of the horses, and you know who you are, and you know why you know all the horses. Just like me, you're sticklers for detail, and that's something I love. So that's beauty number 1. Our tri-socked fluffy monster, and at the other end, as well as happy tourists in the sunshine, and today could be classed as the first proper day, early day, a little bit of British summertime, guys. It's really absolutely lovely. It's so warm I might even have to take my top off. And what she was doing. Second horsey, who's this beauty? There we are, folks, you can see all of it. So I will leave you to drop the names of the 2 horses in the comments. And I will, of course, confirm the Blues and Royals horses when they arrive. I wasn't particularly looking so much at the horses that rode in. So the 5 that came in, one of those 5 will be at this end, and obviously the second of those 5 will be at the other end. I'm sure some of you already were like, I know which horse that is, or I recognise that horse. And great. This is part of the best thing about this channel, I think, guys. We do get to learn a lot about these horses. Yeah. But more importantly, when you have a name, you have a list. When you have a list, you can have comments. When you have comments, it means you can write things like, hey, nibbler, biter, curious, freaks out in the box, blah, 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 blah. I mean, if I had 4 hands instead of just 2, not only could I have more fun with myself when I'm by myself, but I could also type little notes in a notepad in some detail whilst I'm filming, guys. But Alas, I only have 2 hands. Yeah, it's a real pity. If we humans had been designed with 4 hands, imagine how much more productive we would have been. I mean, I personally would have been massively more productive. Lots of curious folks here, like, what's going on? What's happening? Where are the horses? Are they coming out soon? Oh. They just wandered over to get a close-up of the lifeguard. Once more problem, that side, as we've learnt recently, is firmly closed. Excuse me. It's a funny thing. I didn't think we were going to get them realising what he was saying, because it seemed they didn't understand English. But I guess, you know, a raised voice is a raised voice in their language. It means one turns around, and at that point, of course, they saw him gesturing to get over this side. I'm semi-tempted to walk to the back, but it is absolutely chock-a-wocka on the parade ground. It really is, and it's not going to really help us in any way. Okay, they've opened up the other area now. Not really useful to us because the super exciting bit has already happened. What I mean by that? Well, first blues come in, which means that the next up is the replacement of the boxman. We can enjoy that super view, guys, whilst the doors are open and the trooper. Look at that. I thought they were going to carry through. I really did. I didn't think they were going to stop. I wonder, folks, if ever on this channel we will see a situation whereby somebody does try to walk through the back of the box and the horse is having none of it, and you know what I mean without saying it, and end up in hospital. Be their own fault if they do. Or secondly, somebody's going to come through from the front and the horse is going to be like, nah, and bite them. It's inevitable, isn't it? I mean, every single variable over time has slowly transpired. I remember joking about the fact that, we'd never see a tourist grabbing the sign and straightening it. It happened, didn't it, a couple of weeks ago? The weirdest, most obscure things that might happen generally transpire and actually do happen. It's so incredibly bizarre. But that's half the fun. Anticipation. Now bear in mind, guys, I haven't yet... Oh, hold on a second. We've got the corporal of horse. Look at this. We very rarely see this fellow out and about in the yard. He's here fairly frequently, but not as frequently as some other familiar faces. But goodness me, what a fine-looking fellow in his summer order. Must be flipping boiling. I don't know how they do it, folks, in the summer proper. When we hit those 30s, high 30s, possibly even 40 as we did briefly last year, I have no idea how that is even possible. Okay, you could be hyper fit, as most of these guys are, but at the same time, we Brits are just not good with super amounts of mega hot weather. London and its humidity in the summer is nightmarish, folks. A lot of people say, 30 degrees is not hot. Want to bet? I guarantee you, anyone, that you'd rather take 40 degrees in North Africa, even hotter than that, than 30 degrees in London over summer. Because it's sticky and disgusting, honestly. It's even close to being as bad as Paris, and that's pretty damn intolerable in the summer months. I'm getting a feeling, because it's a guard change morning at the palace, and because the weather is super fine, and because it's the final weekday of the Easter holidays for almost everybody, even British school kids are back to school next week, I think today's going to be possibly even more ridiculous in terms of numbers than Wednesday. And as you saw, a lot of you saw, Wednesday was pretty extraordinary in many different ways. Not least for the number of meltdowns that the horses decide that we're going to have. I mean, we are seeing more horsey meltdowns than before. That used to be a kind of once a month phenomenon. Honestly, we know it did. Those of you that have watched the channel for some time now, it's not a once a month phenomenon. It's realistically, once a week, sometimes even more than once a week. It's thoroughly bizarre. But, and I've noticed this, the most common reason for it happening in either box is not, flies or anything else. Oh, she's having fun there, pretending to be a horse. It's actually the fact that some of the horses come through the box and immediately see a massive crowd. Oh, here we go. And it's not that it scares them, because they're used to large crowds, especially as they're often in Hyde Park in the mornings or riding, for example, along Kensington Gore, Kensington High Street. It's the fact that come out, all of those people are standing there staring. They're just, you know what? Nah, not in the mood. And boom. This is why sometimes they just turn around and stroll back to the stables. Because at the end of the day, folks, whether the guards are the bosses or the horses are the bosses, no one here can make a horse of this size do something it doesn't want to do. Am I right, Equestrians? Fundamentally. There is no way of making the horse, simply because it's too physically large and unwieldy to compel it to do something that instinctively it really does not feel like doing. So the horse is the boss, strictly speaking. Okay, so enjoy these last toys posing. Soon everyone will be pushed behind the bollards. I'm actually leaning against the bollard. It's the super stable image. Oh, trying to get the kids going. He's scared. He's like, no, I don't want to. I can understand why. Okay, so this is the point at which everybody gets told to go behind the bollards. But we've got, I believe, 1 second. Yep, we've got a stable woman today instead of a stableman. So they're not paying attention again, so the officer's having to tell them to get back behind the bollards as usual. Hardly surprising. Happens here every day. Right. 2 blues horses, folks. Oh. The horse. Guy next to me made me laugh by doing his horse impression. It actually sounded more horse-like than the horse. That really did make me laugh. Sorry, folks. I must lost my composure entirely now. Got a couple of troopers that haven't been here for a while, including the chap who's about to enter the box behind this lifeguard. Grab our little list. Are you ready? Slope, swords. Righty-ho. Who have we got here, ladies and gents? Let's have a little look and see. Oh my gosh. Oh, that guy, the ZZ Top guy, he's actually a tour guide. Makes me wondering why I've seen him so many times. That's why. Yeah, his tour group's behind him, look. Or his followers. Could be a cult, I'm not sure. US branch of Falun Gong, maybe. It's like I'm trying to get a clear shot of the hoof, which, when it's this busy, is easier said than done. Good lord. Right, folks, I'll leave you with the happy tourist posing while I try and figure out which horse this is. Well. It's another one that doesn't exist as a number on the list. It's actually higher than all the other numbers. How curious is that? So there we have it, guys. Look, horse is like, what do you mean? Of course it's a high number, I'm special. Look. Horsey, I know, I can understand that. Numbers clean and clear, got it. But it's not on the board, so it's a new one they brought down. Bearing in mind, my list is only a month old, current version of the list. And at that point, there was no horse with this number on the list. Oh dear, people. That's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Meanwhile, changing over the gatesman and chitsman in the yard, which is absolutely chocker. Look at it. Chocker, chocker, chocker. Now, which massive fuzzy monster is the Lady Trooper on? Let's see. One moment. Morning. Let's see, people. Oh, hand all over the reins. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Folks, Lincoln was the mare we saw before. A lot of you ask actually if we'd see Lincoln again. Yep, this is Lincoln. You didn't see the horse? Well, how is that even possible? I mean, it's a really small horse. I can understand how she didn't see it, people. Am I right? I mean, it's only, what, 17 hands too? Crazy. It's that phone situation again. Gosh, that would have been interesting. She was so close to walking into the horse. I'm not sure if we caught that. I hope we did.
Ay anne ya.
Now the hands are in the horse's mouth almost. Scary stuff.
Dokunabilir misin onlar gibi?
Right, let's get off.
Fakat böyle gel. Tam böyle şöyle gel. Tamam şu burada. Bekle. Oğlum bir dur. Bak bana. Gel.
Şahsen pardon. Ben de bir resim çekebilir misin? Yalnızım da.
No,
Sorry.
It's okay.
yeter ki güzel
Because
poz
Mum was
verin.
like, no, don't answer the question.
Dikkatli olun. Bir dakika dur şunlar gitsin.
Somebody just walked close to the horse's face without realising.
Sen hemen bak bana, bak bana. Bak. Ya bırak beni. Dur kalk. Sen bakın siz. Ya burada fotoğraf çekiyoruz. Şu an başka biri var evde. Bekleyin iki dakika.
See that, guys? The lady trooper just kicked her away from the horse with her boot. She kicked her. These pesky peasant tourists. Wow. Okay, that was interesting and unexpected. But it's great to see this no-nonsense trooper back. A firm favourite on this channel, guys, for a long time, and we all know why. Multiple reasons. Honestly, thinking about it, being so firm, I'm quite surprised that the troopers are not allowed to wear some sort of military-issued sunglasses when it's super hot, because if it's really bright, if the sun is shining in their eyes, obviously it's going to limit their the visibility, and of course it's very important to be able to see what's going on in the crowd. What do we think, people? Should the troopers have some sort of, military-issued eyewear that goes with the some uniform? Yes, it might detract from the authenticity of the uniform, but then again, is not the security and well-being of the troopers actually fundamentally more important than the presentation? All right. Because on those really sunny days, yes, the helmet somewhat breaks the sun, but troopers are setting up their blinds some days when it's so sunny, especially at this end, much more than the other end. In fact, early in the mornings. Just my 2 cents. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Wait. Meanwhile, at the other end, it's going to be impossible to know which end will be more interesting this morning, especially we've got this new horse, so completely unpredictable and unknown quantity.
Erica, look at me. I got you.
Also interested to see what the gatesman's like. I haven't seen yet which gatesman they've just put on. Well, this is now Blues gatesman. In a few minutes we should have the rest of the lifeguards leaving. If I hear some cloppiness in the stables, I'll head in, but today's not going to be a day for running around.
I kind of urgently need you inside. I've got a surprise.
Oh, she's got a surprise. Okay. What could the surprise be?
Come back later.
Oh, she has a surprise for her group. What could the surprise? What's the surprise?
Oui, parce que sinon il va s'énerver.
They're all vanishing now. Look, the whole group are going in the yard for the surprise.
C'est ça?
I'm semi-intrigued to follow and find out what the surprise is, but I've got a feeling it's probably nothing terribly exciting. Maybe she's... I think she popped into Tesco's and bought some chorizo for garnishing the paella for her group. That's what the surprise is. Exciting to them, but not to me. Okay, anyway, the surprise, of course, is the lifeguards, or the rest of the lifeguards shortly being about to depart. That's the surprise. And it is a wonderful surprise, unless, of course, you've seen it before, which many of you have seen it before. Right. Really hope that nobody this time decides to just walk in and get in trouble. They're telling a group behind us, folks, that I think it's the guard change. It's not the guard change, simply the second half of the old guard departing for Hyde Park Barracks. They've opened up the corner, actually. I should have dashed over there, but too late, we missed it. He's about to get the heads up. I've just noticed, actually, that it's more interesting at this end. Yeah, good, you? Get a better view here. I think just we're a little bit higher. There's a lot of people. I mean, look at it. Just haven't yet had the heads up though, so I'm not sure why it's taking a little longer. They're normally up by now, to be honest, in the tunnel. Oh people, what do we do? You know, I hate standing on position when absolutely nothing at all is happening. They're all in there, the entire troop is ready to head out. Should be the two that just came off are not quite ready. Come on, lovely people. Yeah, it's going to be 11:30. We've still got a few minutes. Okay, so we've got, in fact, the Chidsman is the fellow that was made popular in a few videos last week. Why was he made popular? Actually, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's someone that was here before that's grown a tash. Didn't recognise him for a second. I thought it was the fellow that was the Chidsman last week. It's not. It's actually the gatesman that we're looking at now. Is in fact very, very rarely a gatesman. He's almost always a boxman. Looking dapper with the tash for spring and summer. Yeah, almost always a boxman. A bit of a surprise, pleasant surprise. Okay, here we go. They're finally about to head out, and we'll zip our camera over everyone's head. Isn't that quite the sight, guys, on a sunny morning? That absolutely delighted the tourists here, and I can understand why, because it is a fairly rare sight to be seeing the lifeguards leaving the stables, coming through the yard, going through the tunnel, and sunshine. That's the rare thing, guys. Everything else is seen here regularly, but sunshine like that? Rare commodity in London. Let's hope this is the start of it turning a little bit. Today and tomorrow are supposed to be like this, guys. Sunny, bright, and fairly lovely.
Okay, Chicos, Chicas, once you are done, I'll turn and come through this way.
Oh, Chicos and Chicas, once you are done, come through this way, you just said. Well, I guess this group might well be from a Latin country, possibly Spanish speakers. In fact, there's almost an armada-sized number of people here.
You like him in class?
Goodness me. Oh, I'm pretty sure the horse doesn't understand what waving means. Shaving? Yes. Waving? No. Hey, bro. Right, next up then will be the Blues coming through. I'm going to wait a minute until the lifeguards have gone from the parade ground so that we don't have to stand there for a few minutes again without any movement coming toward us. If I stand here, I can see not only these guys virtually in the box, but the end of the tunnel. I can actually see, guys, I know you wouldn't believe it, but I can actually see the light at the end of the tunnel from this position. Look. See? This trooper's got lucky today. He doesn't need sunglasses because he's got an automatic sun blocker. Uh-oh. Officer's about to tell this group to stop being rude and disrespectful. Ah, they moved back. We didn't see it. This idiot here, making stupid poses and so on. This is why the officer just came over. The second that they saw him, they scarpered. They just like, bye-bye. Wait, did we see that in the... I'm not sure the frame picked that up. He actually waves like bye-bye to the group. Oh, good lord. Bye-bye. Well, going back to Seville, everybody. That was funny. That made me laugh. You like bye-bye to the group. They saw you and they go scarpered pretty quick, didn't they then?
I thought they were getting a bit close to him, that was it.
Yeah, one of them was really taking the mick. It's always the Spanish groups these days. I don't understand it. In their own country they wouldn't do it, would they? You know what the police are like there? They're like iron fist. That was super funny, in fact. Yeah, the officer. I really hope we saw that it was picked up because the officer was basically waving goodbye. Okay, here we go. Oh. I'd forgotten people about the dismount. Hold the press people. Hold on a second. I think we've got the Blues and Royals lady captain. Damn it, I can't see. It's the captain that I saw at Hyde Park Barracks during the Elizabeth Cup. Wow, first time ever, guys, ever on this channel, or not anyone's channel, female Blues and Royals officer. She's ordinarily based down at Bulford, so perhaps she's relocated for the summer. Wow, 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 wow. That's a treat. Look. Magnificent. Corporal of horse there in the archer just behind her. What a surprise that is. Yet another channel first. Goodness gracious me. I'm so glad I ran into the yard to get that. And we ended up being in the right position because that's the kind of queue we were dealing with, guys. Like a massive, massive swell of people. So very lucky to be in the right spot to capture that. I remember last year saying, oh, you know, maybe one day we'll see a lady Blues and Royals captain. We just did. I'm 99% certain she's a captain and not a lieutenant. Oh, Spaniards are flooding back over. This is merciless. Good Lord. That trooper did beautifully to navigate a crowd like that. Meanwhile, someone else just got screamed at in the archers. I'm not going to go to the front right now, folks. It's too packed. We're not going to see a thing. Look at this. Watch them all move out of the way. Look. Wow. He navigated that crazily well, didn't he? I didn't think he would be able to do it. There were so many people, but what an absolute champion, eh? Wow. Mad. Yep.
John?
It is, yeah. But I'm in the middle of a video.
Right, okay.
Sorry.
I'll talk to you in a minute when you're free.
It's going to be quite a while, 30-40 minutes till I'm done.
Don't mind waiting.
Yeah, you sure?
Yes.
Okay, all right. 1 second, folks. So this side, oh, this is the trooper that told somebody to get out of the arches. Now, we remember him, don't we, folks, from the other side when he was the gatesman. Oh, yes, we do. Now, luckily, the lady trooper's putting up the chain. Why is that lucky? Well, because it will stop anyone getting shouted at. It's also unlucky for us because it will stop anyone getting shouted at. I don't know why this bro is just standing here staring in the guard's face, but hey. I've got a feeling we're going to see more interesting things in the yard today than at the front. Oh, nice little Balmain outfit, look at this. Don't worry about the poor root sweetheart on my camera. Guys, we're going to struggle today, honestly. I don't like even being this close to the archway, but if I'm not, there's no chance of seeing a thing. Look at it.
Dat goed is, dan moeten we met dat lachen eraan best.
En zo serieus blijven. En ik ga niet de kant
Is any people? This new thriller about civil war in the US. I went to see it yesterday. Save Your Money. What an absolute piece of garbage it is. Absolute rubbish. Massively mismarketed. I can tell you that straight off. Yeah, save your time, save your money. 2 hours down the drain that I won't get back. I'm not sure what happened on this side. Obviously speaking to the guard who's smiling, so I'm guessing it's not a negative, but it's like something happened. That said, we heard no shouting. What if he beheaded a couple of cheeky Spaniards? What happened over here? Nothing. They just came over. I didn't hear anyone shouting. That said, he won't take any nonsense. This trooper and the other one on the other side. They need those really vocal troops, I think, when it's this busy, because there are just too many stupid people in space. I can't believe he made it to the front of that without pushing anyone on the floor. Guys, let's hope that's the trooper that's actually not getting arrested. I think they've just cautioned him and issued him with a fixed spot penalty notice for jaywalking, because he went to the front and stood on the highway. Yep, guys, trooper's been given a fixed penalty notice for jaywalking. You wouldn't believe it, would you? Unless you saw it here on my channel. Oh well. Oh, this bro just lost his eye. Look, he's like, God, I can't find it. My eye fell out somewhere. Oh, hold on a second. That looks like child trafficking to me, no? Right. Which horse? Flipping out, guys. I have no idea which is going to be the more sensible option, especially if we don't even know the temperament of the unknown horse at this end.
Yeah, we got the.
Damn, it's busy. Way too busy. Oh, look at this, guys. Look. The king's horse, the king's horse. They wanted to kneel before it. Look, you can see it. Oh, Balma is back. Monsieur Balma from Paris.
Ah, bueno.
We will live, guys. As I mentioned, focus on the yard, but more importantly, focus on the troopers' entry and exit into the yard. That, I think, is going to be potentially the highlight. It often is. Just to capture those reactions as people kind of, try and jump out of the way or scramble out of the way quickly. Knowing which troopers are on today, there's a very good chance that every single rounds will be observed, that they'll come every 15 minutes to the front. Next one should be in 4 minutes. It might change, of course, if we have a new gatesman, but I really do think they're going to observe their rounds really strictly today. I really do. And noticing the trooper we've got now, let's call him Trooper, it doesn't matter, Trooper X, he will definitely, as you saw when he went to the front, he didn't pause. He just found a path weaving through that many tourists. Oh, there's this guy dressed like Mario from Super Mario Brothers. Oh, he's normally not here until the afternoons. Probably, I would think. I mean, it varies, but normally any time between, say, noon and 2 p.m, something like that. Oh, you mean the little soldier? I haven't seen them here for weeks. They're mainly at the palace, to be honest. Very, very rare.
I think that's where they're going to be this weekend because I spoke to Black's and I underlined Friday, so I know there's something special. And he mentioned how so
Speak of the devil. Different little trooper, but here's a little trooper. Look at this. They little Frank and they live in Cumbria, so for them to come to London, it's a real mission. So I've seen them here maybe at horseguards 3 or 4 times, but yeah, they're at the palace a lot more because that's a hell of a long journey. Not only that, it's crazy expensive to get the train between Cumbria and London these days. We're talking, I would think, at least £100 for every trip. You know, it's a lot of money, hell of a lot of cash. But hey, we never get ripped off. Public transport.
I know you don't know me from that, but I contacted you a while ago. I'm Liz.
Okay.
I live in the northeast.
Okay.
Well, my mum's living there.
Okay. Oh, really? Originally?
Sorry?
So your family originally from, did you say Malabar? Your mother's from...
My mother was, but my father was from Lancashire, and that's where I was born.
Ah, okay. So just a day trip today, or all the weekend?
No, I'm staying in Gillingham with my family. My brother lives there.
That's a much more reasonable commute to central London, is it? Like 30, 40 minutes or something?
Near enough an hour.
Really? An hour from Gillingham?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Still a lot better than Cumbria, isn't it?
Raynham, sorry. We went to Raynham Station, but they live in Gillingham.
Okay.
So it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, you
and
too.
See
It's-
the face behind the voice.
It's beautiful.
But you do know there's a copycat of your channel.
I mean, there are lots of copycats on my channel.
This one is absolute copy of the same thing.
Oh, wait, do you mean on the Facebook one? Yeah, well, I already spoke to him. He agreed to change it all, but he can't change over the name of the channel until it hits the 90-day mark. He always deleted all of my videos. As far as I'm aware, they were all deleted. But if I see any of my videos, I just get them removed anyway, so I gave up caring about it. It's true, people do copy, but the way I see it, you know, is that imitation is indeed the sincerest form of flattery. I can't remember who wrote that, but it's definitely true. So I'm just like, you know what, guys, get on with it. If they want to copy it, let them copy it. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, the way I look at it is that I do this for fun. So if other people that might really need to make money because they actually, you know, can't eat, for example, fine, let them, you know, go for it. They still need to put in the work to make the videos and upload them and cut them and stuff. No, it's okay, you can. Right, guys, it's not quite as mad at the front, so the trooper's not going to have a problem. However, I'm still secretly hoping the military photographer is going to get shouted at one day. It's inevitable. He and I have a running bet who it's going to be first. I think it's going to be him.
John!
Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Oops.
Which horse is this one, John?
Oh God, I did check. It's... Damn it, I forgot already. 1 second. Oh, Lincoln. It's a mare, Lincoln, this horse. The other one, this end, no idea. It's a new one. Oh, look at this little dude. Just got scared. The lady with the banana backpack really didn't know how to respond to the approaching trooper. Should she run in fear? Should she hold her ground?
Is this a friendly one?
This one, this is the first time I've ever seen this horse. The number isn't even on my list, so I have no idea about the temperament of this horse. It's a very large horse, but I'm pretty sure either it just came back from Melton or it's a new one. Wow.
And another handsome girl.
I thought he was frozen in fear, that little kid, for a second there. Just stood there. Oh, wow. The trooper is a gent, folks. There are... Even the police laughed when they saw that. There are some troopers, including a good friend of mine, who's currently in Windsor, that would have absolutely swept the child aside. Not in any bad way, not have thrown him on the floor, but just, you know, gently shoved him aside. That kid obviously wanted to get a good picture of the guard, but he just stood him. I thought he was scared, but no, he wasn't scared. He just wanted the right picture. Unbelievable, isn't it? Really, but there you go. It really is not easy at all. No, that I was just talking to the camera. The little kid, he was so frozen. I thought he was scared, but I think he just wanted to get the right picture. That's why he didn't move. But even if he doesn't understand English, he would have understood the guard gesturing, hey, get out of my way. It's not good when kids put the guard in a position like that because their parents are not looking after them.
Yes.
You know, he has to do his rounds, but at the same time, he doesn't want to be on camera pushing a kid, even though he's perfectly entitled to do so. Ooh. Right, folks, let's spend a teeny bit of time in front of Lincoln. I think what I'll do is I'll break for the horses when... Oh, hold on, oh, damn it, guys, sorry, my taxi just arrived. One second, I'm just waiting. I'm not understanding why she didn't get out of the driver's door and open the back door for me. I'm paying for a service here. Now she's like, hold on a second. She's like, Johnny, get in or what? Now she's smiling. Literally, guys, I don't even know this taxi driver. Oh, these must be absolute VIP tourists. Look at this. The police normally, busy today so they can't see it, but they normally shoo away taxi drivers that stop to pick up fares here. All good? Yep, but there we are. Off they go. Brilliant. Wait, hold on a second. What is this kind of... Why have we got these trashy tuk-tuks plying their wares on Whitehall? I've actually never seen them just...
It's so pretty.
I thought they were banned from Whitehall.
Nearly matches me.
Actually, it's a good point. Yeah, rainbow colour theme. Okay, back to Lincoln.
Is this one friendly?
She, as far as I know, she's only been here a couple of times. Definitely a mare. She seems pretty chill. Yeah, go for it. See, well done for not getting shouted at in the middle of the video. Do you recognise the lady trooper on the horse? Yeah, you know who she is.
No.
She's, you know, the Karen videos and the videos of the horses being watered last summer. This is the trooper that shouted at her that day. Yeah, she had to get off the reins.
I've got some questions that I want to ask because
her or me?
You.
Okay, because she won't answer.
No, you, or the police, or whoever can answer, because there's so many arguments. You've seen them if you look at them.
Yep.
People are arguing about Karen, and they're saying, oh, she's bad, she's wearing a suit now, and I said, no, this is not real.
I can't believe it. But in terms of questions, if you see her, she was at the gate a little bit earlier. The lady police officer that's here today,
her, yes.
I think she's also from either Lancashire or Yorkshire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from her accent, she's absolutely lovely. Yeah, a really friendly person.
Okay.
Always happy to talk to people and answer questions.
Because I've got a couple of questions, and then I'll just look for you because I can't really miss you.
It's true. I mean, this is the downside of being tall, I guess, as this guy would agree.
I'll go and talk to them. And I'll
Okay.
find you don't mind me tagging along, do you?
No. I mean, what are we, 50 minutes into the video? I'm going to make a part 2 today, so it's not a problem. I mean, if you want to follow me because you think something interesting will happen, it's a good strategy.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee it will, but it might. You know, it's like these.
But the nice thing about it as well is that because your voice is familiar, now I've met you, I feel more comfortable.
Okay, I'm glad. That's a good thing.
I feel safe.
And with a crowd like this, I'm glad you feel safe today because this is a little bit of a nightmare to be honest, isn't it?
So I'll go and talk to them and I'll see you a bit later.
Okay, I think we're going to see the police horses coming through. Here we go, look. Right on time.
This sunlight is so bright.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Gorgeous. But I can't see my screen properly on my mobile.
Wow, hiya.
I am actually taking photos. I'll see you in a while, John.
Okay. Wow, guys, this one on the left. seen this. Too late. I just wanted to ask her. Mate, here, 1 second. He might know. Oh yeah. Do you know the name of those two? I think the one left might be Bullseye, no? The police horses. You ever asked them their names?
I don't know, but I'll send them one anyway.
I like that officer on the right. He's a super nice guy.
Tom?
Yeah, he's a really lovely guy. Very, very polite.
If you heard me shout move, that was me.
I did wonder actually whether it was the...
Yeah, it was me. It was that he's trying to get him out of the way.
It is extraordinary how they just stand there when those horses come through.
Yeah, that's why I worked with him.
About 5-6 minutes ago over here in front, the trooper finished his rounds, turned around, there's a small kid in front of him, like completely blocking his way. Move, could you please move? Kid didn't move, essentially. It's like, what is he going to do? Push the kid out of the way physically? I don't know what the summer's going to bring.
You've got the other lot coming through, sir.
Buckingham Palace crowd on the way out.
Yeah, Buckingham Palace man.
Oh God.
They're the old cars.
So how many have we got in the new card? 4? Or yeah?
4, yeah.
This, to be honest though, is probably their favourite time of the year because to be riding a horse around, not in a static position, like the guards, must be amazing. You know? They see much more than we do because they're above the crowd. I'm jealous. Maybe I should join the Met.
Someone got arrested over by some game.
You see what they did?
Yeah.
Oh dearie me. I'm seeing this more and more, to be honest with you. Even yesterday, I was in Chinatown yesterday evening, and I noticed a lot of the restaurants have now put up beware of pickpockets inside the restaurant because it's so crowded. People are going and pretending to queue and buy stuff.
Yeah, they wait to get paper, put it over,
Yep.
and fold the paper up and take it away.
Pickpocketing tourists and crazy.
And
Okay.
Idiot
Tourists and some of the tour guys.
Yeah, how was Paris?
It was amazing, but
Did you do
the guards, the Coldstream guards that had left London for Paris were only number 7 Coldstream guards. They were inside the Elysee Palace courtyard. They briefly, I didn't see it, I got there too late. They briefly came outside. I was talking to the gendarmes outside the Elysee, and they said they were only there for like 2 minutes. It was much more ceremonial. In other words, they're not actually, as I had hoped, a permanent guard outside the Elysee Palace. I thought there was going to be a reciprocal, kingsguard at the Elysee, but I guess maybe for historic political reasons it wouldn't look good for Macron to have kingsguards. People are already saying he wants to be a little emperor, so...
A lot of people are saying here on Monday, I wasn't here for the anymore, I was phone calls saying, why don't the French going to guard the palace? Emailing back and forth, no, sorry, they're only here for one thing, that was it.
Yeah, it's a ceremonial thing for the optics, especially with the situation in Ukraine. NATO issues going on, 120th anniversary of the Entente Cordiale. Yeah, a lot of it's for optics. We know this is how politics works, but it's a real shame there wasn't an actual British Kingsguard on the ground in Paris.
Everyone was saying that Charles should have done that on Monday.
Yeah. Yep, to be honest, it would have been nice, but hey. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a flipping massive jam. I'm wondering actually if they're going to change him over though or not.
The chin man.
Yep, what do you reckon? Double change? I tell you, it's going to be a lot of pushing and shoving though, I reckon, this morning. Look at this. That didn't take long, did it? Wow, folks, it is absolutely chock. I don't know how they're going to even fit behind the line. Look at this.
That's Charlie.
Oh yeah, on the corner, yeah. I think the officer is actually going to insist they get further back. This is going to be interesting when they start to push and shove. Look at this, look.
Behind the second white line.
That's it, we've got a good spot mark there. Look at this, the trooper's actually telling to his back at the back. Unbelievable. How she keeps a straight face with some of these people. Brilliant. Look at these over here, look. Oh, good lord. My friend's on the corner, he's just like, okay. well, folks. He stands behind us and like pushing me out of the way because I really don't want to get shot. Just a minute or two away, guys, from. And I'm hoping he's going to be a double replacement, Boxman and Gatesman Chidsmith. Even the tunnel, look at it. I did mention it being hot, people. That's why you got already people sitting on the floor. It's 1 minute apparently according to my phone until the bell. Actually, got quite lucky maintaining a position at the front, folks, as everyone sort of surged backwards. If it were not for that lady trooper doing a super job, pushing the crowd back, that would have been a real bit of a sticky situation. Tourists, some of them are very smart. They use the kids. They sort of say, "Oh look, my kid can't see." They put the kid in the front, and then they make an excuse to go to the kid and stand in front. It used to happen at the palace every morning. It's super annoying. And they won't mind, you know, the kid standing in front. All of us are happy for that. But when the parents then use the kid as some kind of decoy to get themselves to the front, and then they stand up after they've finished helping a kid right in front of you. What can you say? Nothing. He's on the move, I think. Wait, he's not on the move, guys. Not yet. Not bing bong. Right, so here come the new horses. I'm hoping this time we'll be able to ID both of them. Unless the Blues are going to do the dirty on us and give lots of new horses time here that we haven't seen before. I think, but I'll confirm it once we're at the front, that the trumpeter from Monday is on the horse on the left. Oh. Looking over my shoulder at the gatesman, meanwhile. It is, yeah, it's a trumpeter from Monday for people. Apologies. Whoa! Horse is rearing, look at this. Now, interestingly, this horse is not in the mood at all, look. Just spinning around in the yard while the other two are coming off. What's the trooper going to do? Take him back in? Wow. Dramatic, isn't it? Yep, back in again. Just like Monday with the lifeguard horse. Just not having it at all. Extraordinary. Okay, meanwhile dismount. Folks, the female NCO, who I assume was a captain, is not a captain. It's the same trooper because I recognise the voice. So I'm guessing she's probably a lance corporal of horse. If we spot her later, I'll have a closer look. Yeah, sadly we're on the wrong side to get it clearly. Plus with the gauntlets on, you can't see the chevrons. But my money's on lance corporal of horse. Okay, so that's done, which means behind us, next, in theory, should be the gatesman. Or not. Is he going to move? What do we think, people? Would you reckon double change or single change? Single change? Yeah, he's smiling a little bit. He's like, I'm not coming through.
They already moved.
They already moved. Sometimes they kind of trick us by changing over every hour. Normally it's every 2 hours, but yeah, sometimes they do it every hour and it's like, okay guys, never mind.
But that one already went away and the other one came.
Yeah, he would have pushed through everybody and screamed at the tourists. Luckily not you guys because you're not in his way, but anyone that was in this space, he would have screamed or pushed through them to get to his post. They don't wait for anyone. Yeah, so have a good day, guys. See you. Okay, right, folks. I will shortly be breaking and going for a part 2. It's absolutely unbelievable the size of the crowd here. Okay, we've said it before. This is a whole new league of madness. Okay, this overshadows Monday, and Monday was pretty dramatic. I will try, all being well, to get the arrival of the new horse into the box. There we are. Somebody just walked into the archers. You got screamed at. That didn't take long, did it? Police are going over to see what's going on. Look at this. I did say the majority of everything happening today would be in the archway. Even the police are putting up the chain. Look, obviously the trooper didn't put the chain back up because they need to replace the horse. Now I'm kind of hoping that they realise that the officers put the chain up when the new horse comes out. Look at the crowding, guys, around the chitsman. Look at this. I'm getting massive deja vu from last June, July right now. Love how loud this chitsman is. Absolutely on the ball. Some people are still pushing their luck against the chain. Look, like this girl on the right. Okay, they're preparing a new horse. I can see that. Wow. It's been a long time since we had a horse rear in the yard. But as you saw on Monday, when the trumpeter completely kept control, when his grey was playing up, yep, he did it again. It's just as well the police officer put the chain back up. Goodness me, imagine going to work, you're going to come out on your horse, but the horse is like, you know what, I'm not really in the mood today. Just decides to rear a little bit when it sees that many tourists. I did say, didn't I, folks, before about the fact that I really do think it's the numbers that the horses sometimes see. They just think, no. Look at this. This is the view from the back of the box, okay? This is why, for the moment, I'm avoiding the front. Look. That's the view from the back. The horse is completely surrounded. Now there's a trooper moving side to side, seeing what's going on, making sure there's no threat. That's just that side. Let's have a look at the other one. Oh, hold on. Looks like we've got the new horse coming out. 1 second. Gates are open. Let's hope it's a new horse. Oh, no, it's not. Gates are open and then quickly closed again. Let's have a look at the other box. Oh, special delivery. What the hell? Look at this. They're in the box. Bro, seriously? He's thinking about it, isn't he? I can tell, look. Their friends are at the front, they're in here. Flipping. Here we go again. Look.
Attention, il va y avoir la relève. Auguste, regardez.
Right, guys, let me get right out of the way. Okay, so here's the new horse. And the trooper's got. Look at this. Oh my god. Tourists are running through the box into the yard. Flipping. Oh, the troopers didn't sign up for this, guys, did they? Come on. They really did. I don't even know. I don't even know how the troopers going to get to the horse to check it. Oh, she's given up already. What on earth, guys? What the? Folks, I'm going to break now for part one. Part two, oh great, someone else shouted at the archers. Part two coming up, I'll ID the new horse, I hope. In fact, we've got 2 new horses and 2 new boxmen. I'll be back in just a few minutes, people. What an unbelievable morning. Right back.